cannot be defeated.
Wrong, loser. The things that can't be defeated are heart, soul, and the bonds of friendship. 3 things you and your counterfeit cronies lack.
How is this allowed to happen? How has mankind allowed stories like this to happen? How does this happen? How? What? Why am I even playing this game? Why? What has made me want to play this? I don't even care. What happened to you? You used to have such good stories, like in Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, and Sonic Heroes, and yes, even you. And also, how could you forget the God that is unleashed? And who could forget Black Knight? But wait, all is not lost just yet. There is still the future of storytelling. That is for Frontiers. Why don't we go ahead and take a look and see if there's any updates on the story? Alright, let's head over to Tails' channel and take a look then. Somber tone, references to past games, and character arcs as well, and as well as an enjoyable story for us longtime fans and new fans alike? Oh boy! So today I want to talk about the story in Sonic Frontiers, ladies and gentlemen, because from what we've heard on it so far, is it going to be most likely better than the last decade? Yes, of course. What would you expect? Of course it is. They actually got someone who knows what they're doing when it comes to writing the game, unlike these two dumbos. Like, I wonder how they've been leaving Ian sitting there for the past decade knowing he would do a great job on these. I mean, this is the same company that somehow manages to mess this up and also not fix this! Let's not get lost in our tangent like last time we did, which I will try not to do. Can you blame me? I mean, this is the Sonic series. How can I not? How can I not after the last decade? How can I not? Now, if you have no idea what I'm talking about and how I think the story will be really good, I'll provide a little explanation. Flashback to the year 2008. Heavy Metal was still dead for some reason. Nobody liked it. It was also a year after God of War 2 came out, and Sonic Riders Zero Gravity came out too earlier that year. So, what else happened in 2008? The one and only Sonic Unleashed release. And everybody hated it for some reason. With it not doing so hot when it came out, and now it finally getting the respect it deserves, thank you, Sonic Team looked at the Sonic franchise and said, we gotta just not try when it comes to story no more. So for colors, they got new writers for the game, being Ken Pontac and Warren Graff, which would eventually have them writing the stories for the games for the whole thing of the past decade. Great job, guys. Another applause for Sonic Team. You hear that? That's the sound of my applause. I'm applauding you, Sonic Team. No, I'm not! And thanks to them, we got lovely, deep, hard, and iconic lines like...
Okay, he says his name is Talks a Lot, and he's from a faraway soda, and where flowers water them with dances.
Yeah, I think your machine still has some bugs.
Yeah, I think I can figure this out, though. Okay, he said his name is Yacker. He's from a race of beings called Wisps.
Wisps?
No, Wisps, with a W.
Yeah, I'll just stick with aliens if that's okay with everybody.
Oh, sure. So anyway, they're either being used for their magical powers by an evil man, or to make underwear to be worn by Salad.
Hey, Tails, you missed the BBBE.
Huh?
Best boss beating ever. So, has Yacker given you any more information or limericks or whatever it is he's spouting?
Well, first, remember, this translation stuff isn't 100%.
Trust me, I remember.
So anyway, these aliens are made up of a really powerful energy source called hyper-go-ons. It's inside of them.
Like a battery?
No. Well, sort of. It's their life source. You only got a taste of it. Look at what happened. Battery is sort of an understatement. Funny thing, it was first translating as horrible body odor. Anyway, it seems an evil man, and you might know him, who they call Baldy Nosehair.
Baldy Nosehair! That's the best thing I've heard all day. I gotta remember that one.
I know, I've already written it down. Anyway, he's draining them of their power, all their power, and using it for an evil aquatic mammal? An evil dolphin? No, a porpoise. Oh, an evil purpose.
That's good intel. Keep working on it.
Hey, where are you going?
To find Baldy McNosehair, of course. I'm totally calling him McNosehair. Wow, sometimes I even impress myself. For a second there, I wasn't sure I was going to pull it off. Oh, who am I kidding? We both knew how this would end.
Are you talking to the broken robot who can't hear you?
Maybe. That's between me and the robot. See, the important thing here is the alien planet is free.
Absolutely.
So, we can just forget about the whole talking to dead robots thing, right?
Nope.
I knew you'd say that.
Oh, come on. I've seen you save the day a lot of times, but I've never seen you talk to a pile of metal.
Touché. Hey! I've been looking for you, Baldy McNosehair. Who are your friends?
Friends? These are nobody's friends. They are the Deadly Six, and they are your worst enemies. Zaz, show this blue pest how you do things up here. With pleasure. I've been itching for a fight all day.
I think you're itching because you need a bath.
Are you disrespecting me?
Maybe.
I'm gonna mess you up! I'd love to stay and watch him disassemble you, but I have business to attend to. I know the perfect spot to take care of you.
That's funny, because I know the perfect spot to kick you. All right, we good to go or what, Tails?
I've built a TV out of paper clips.
Yeah.
And reprogrammed a supercomputer using dishwashing detergent and a toothpick.
I know.
So look, fixing a propeller on a biplane, that's about as difficult as taking a nap.
Okay, I didn't need your whole life story. A simple good to go would have been cool.
All right, good to go!
Cool!
More than you do, but our entire world is at stake.
Yeah, well, teaming up with you feels like the end of the world, Eggman. I don't want to take a long shower by the time we're done. Whoa, overcompensate much? Man, how many military factories does a guy need?
If you weren't always destroying them, I wouldn't need so many.
And done!
Thanks for fixing me!
No problem. Sorry you got stuck with a voice chip that looks like it was built by a 2-year-old.
I think I liked it better when I was trying to destroy you.
Yeah, well, feelings mutual, egg face.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Before we start destroying each other, let's remember why we're working together.
Okay, please remind me.
Tails, we need Eggman to shut down his machine.
And you don't trust me to do it.
What? No! I trust you, Tails. It's just that...
No, you don't. You trust Eggman more. Do you know how much that bites?
I do trust you, Tails, but the whole world's in danger because I did something stupid. Do you know how much that bites?
Actually, nothing bites more than having to listen to this dreadful conversation.
Eggman, you bite!
Hey guys, it's me, you guy you're currently watching the video of. As I was going through the footage, I kind of remembered that in this scene where Eggman has a little bit, gets like really angry at the Zeddy and like starts making threats and stuff, I kind of realized that this scene's actually pretty decent in a little bit of ways compared to what else we've gotten throughout the decade. But this line right here,
Ooh, that was cool. Pun entirely intended.
yeah, it still sucks. Okay, just wanted to say, I thought I'd mention this real quick. Okay, with that said, please enjoy the video.
Tails, no! Those rotten, sneaky...
Tails acted for the greater good. Let's make sure his sacrifice isn't for nothing.
I'm supposed to be the fastest, but I was too slow to save my buddy.
If we don't find your friend, can I be your sidekick?
What? Shut up! What kind of question is that?
I didn't mean anything by it. I just thought it might be better to work for you than Eggman.
Hello, I'm sitting right here, you know.
Orbot, no matter what happens, I won't fail again. I will save Tails.
It's stuff like that that makes me want to be your sidekick. Tails is lucky.
Seriously, I'm right here. I can still hear you.
They're gonna turn Tails into a robot! That's horrible!
Oh, I don't know. Being a robot's not so bad.
From where I'm sitting, it is a nightmare. Who thought that putting this bucket brain's head on me was a good idea?
That's not fear. I ran all the way over here. And you haven't left an impression. I don't know anything about you, not even your name.
You may call me Infinite, in the brief moments that remain to you.
Oh, great! See, Infinite? Now we're getting to know each other. So, what's your favorite color? Do you like long, romantic walks on the beach? What's the source of your power? You can skip the first two questions if you like.
The source of my power is none of your concern.
Sorry, but you've just got to share the secret of your power with me. I insist.
You're insisting.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa! Sonic, you okay?
Boss?
It can't be! It's impossible to get out of the Phantom Ruby's null space!
Well, maybe by myself, but I had a little help from my friend. Something you wouldn't understand since you don't have any friends.
This changes nothing. Dr. Eggman will still have the last laugh.
Maybe he'd have more friends if he didn't talk about himself in the third person. Look, I'm perfectly fine. It's been generations since I seen you. You okay?
And by lovely and iconic, I mean... it friggin' sucked! They completely butchered the stories and the characters that we all know and love. They made them too cheesy, too corny, added way too many jokes. Jokes don't make a good story, okay? Like, you can have, like, your every now and again kind of humorous moments, but constant just corny and very bad jokes. And they just... but it's still just... this isn't who they are. Like, we'll get to the characters in a second. Oh, yes, we will. But it's just so bad. They ruined the characters we all know and love. And stories, and all those good stories in the 2000s, they were gone. I mean... they made Sonic a friggin' wisecracker, alright? I mean, they completely ruined Sonic's character. I mean, from a free spirit to, like, whatever they made him in the 2010s. I mean, how do you go from this in the 2000s?
Wow, that's a pretty snazzy performance there. I'm Sonic! Sonic the Hedgehog!
Not that irritating hedgehog again! Attack!
No! As Genie of the Ring, I command you! Do what you truly think is right!
Shara!
Prayers, sadness, rage, hatred, joy, pleasure, wishes. The 7 hearts that make up the stories. These are the 7 world rings that bind these pages together.
What?
But the life of the collector of the rings shall be offered up in sacrifice as the key for that control. I offer up your life, Blue Hedgehog.
Shara!
Sonic, I'm sorry. I knew. All along, I knew what would happen. And I still got you involved.
It's okay. It's not your fault.
Did I change my destiny? Did I keep our promise?
Shara, grant me a wish. I wish for you to not die and to go back to the way you were.
I'm so sorry, Master. I cannot grant.
In the end, such is the weak power of a genie of the ring.
This is awful. You're just some incomplete monster.
I shall not be defeated. If you defeat me, I will simply return again and again. I am immortal. I cannot be vanquished. That can't be. That's the...
I want you to hold on to this.
To go back to the way you were. The genie of the lamp is supposed to grant 3 wishes. Am I right?
I will never grant any wish from the likes of you.
Huh. My first wish. Bring Shara back to life.
My body! My body is...
My second wish. Return the Arabian Nights to the way they were, so that the world can have its stories again. My third wish. Eraser Jin, you shall live out the rest of time trapped inside your lamp as you were in days of old.
Shara, I know you're there. Please stop him. We can start over. The 2 of us. I swear it. The world is mine. I cannot be denied by that filthy rat. Why?
I told you, I'm not a rat. I'm a hedgehog.
you little... We're not getting away! Sonic! I'm sorry. Really, look, go easy on me. I'll turn over a new leaf, I swear. Just give me a chance.
Well, this is new. Showing remorse, Eggman? If you played nice, I wouldn't have to break all your toys. Let's do it! Huh?
I'll never forget you. I'll be here by you, always. A part of the earth you tread.
Hi everybody, me again. I just like to say, in my original draft, I didn't mention where Sonic's character really peaked in the 2000s, and I think I just go ahead and mention it now. The footage you're about to see is from Sonic and the Black Knight, and that is where, in my and many other Sonic fans' opinions, is where Sonic's character was definitely shown off the best at. And you'll be seeing it in the clips that I selected to be in the video. And yes, I know you're gonna be seeing a lot of footage in this video. Don't worry, you're about done. You'll be seeing Black Knight, and then I'll talk a bit about more of the 2010s. Then we'll get into the Frontier story. Anyways, that's all I just wanted to say about this and the upcoming clips you're gonna be seeing for the remaining of the 2000s stuff. Anyways, with that said, please enjoy the video.
Am I?
Being from a distant world. Forgive my abrupt summons.
Ha-ha! Oh? Oh, I get it. No problem. I'm used to stuff like this.
It's close, but it seems you somehow made it.
Too easy. Piece of cake.
Do not let it go to your head, fool. What's wrong?
what's the matter? Are you lost or something?
A great big dragon attacked my village.
A dragon?
It took my mommy and my daddy and everybody away.
You know where the dragon is, kid?
It's in the big cave at the bottom of that mountain.
All right, I'm on it.
Wait, don't tell me you're going off to slay a dragon now!
Yes, we are!
What of the ladies' tests? You will never make it in time.
Yeah, maybe, but I play by my own rules. Remember that.
You fool.
Hang in there, kiddo. I'll get your folks back.
I've been expecting you.
Just one question before we settle this. Why'd you do it?
Weren't we trying to save this kingdom from the underworld?
This kingdom will fail one way or another. Such is its fate.
Huh?
Do you know what is to become of this kingdom?
Beats me.
Lancelot and Gawain's rift shall doom the Round Table. Arthur is struck down by his son Mordred and departs for Avalon. This was to be our ideal world, but it will not last. King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table will end in ruin. The King Arthur my grandfather Merlin created led to nothing but mistakes. But I can succeed with the power of the scabbard, creating a kingdom that never ends.
What good is a world that goes on forever?
My sorrow at its ruin runs deeper than the depths of the underworld. Do you not understand?
No, and I don't want to!
Your efforts are futile.
No way!
The knight must always be on his guard.
It is time to end this.
Sir Sonic, you've done enough!
No, Sonic! There is no point in continuing! A knight never flees his foe, right? Ah! You fool! This no longer has anything to do with chivalry! Get out of there! Run! It was never about chivalry for me. I just gotta do what I've gotta do. That's all!
Sonic!
The long-lost light of the sacred sword! Quick, your swords!
Merlina, every world has its end. I know that's kind of sad, but that's why we gotta live life to the fullest in the time we have. At least, that's what I figure.
To this.
Baldy nose hair!
And it's not just Sonic who was ruined. Tails, Amy, Knuckles, Rouge, and Shadow, and so many other characters that we know and love, they were all just pathetically butchered and just completely different people that we already knew that just weren't them. Like, Tails is now just a pathetic little pansy. Amy is just a standard girly girl character. Knuckles was turned from awesome rival to just plain stupid. Rouge is just the sexy girl character. And Shadow, it's literally just Vegeta now. Now, I know most people say, well, Shadow's always been the Vegeta clone. Well, no, that's not the case. You see, back then, Shadow was different, unlike Vegeta. He had this thing called emotion, not always in serious mode all the time. Like, a lot of this thing called emotion Shadow had, and now it's just pure edgelord. I mean, I know Vegeta's not always a serious character, it's pride, yada yada yada, I get it, okay? But you see what I'm saying, right? Like, don't you see what I'm saying at all? All of our favorite characters had, well, no character to them, and that was a huge problem, especially for me. Okay, let me explain. When I was a kid, I grew up in the late Dark era, and 2000s to be specific, and then later on, as the 2010s went on, I wanted to go back and play Adventure 1 and 2, and I was so confused when I first played them, and I saw how good the characters were then in those two games, and seeing them, especially in Forces, the way they are, their character is, who they are, it was completely different. Like, here's an example. I used to love watching Sonic X, for example. I always loved seeing, like, the Sonic lore. Like, that's how I learned, like, you know, about the Master Emerald, because before that, the only thing I knew was Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Mega Collection. That's it. Those are the only two Sonic games I played at the time. So, thus, like, seeing Sonic X helped me learn a lot about the lore and characters. Like, I learned that Amy is like a huge thing for Sonic, but not just that, she also wields a giant hammer and can be awesome with it. Knuckles is the last echidna of his tribe and guards the Master Emerald. That is where I learned a lot of the lore and so much more too. And seeing that is just overall, like, that made me love Sonic X. And I remember seeing Knuckles, like, always care and guard the Master Emerald. And at the time, when I went through the 2010s, before I went back and played the Adventure, well, actually, this is after I played the Adventure games, I questioned what happened to all the lore in Sonic. But when I found out the answer, I could not believe what I was hearing. And if you don't know, then sit tight. You might want to sit down. And that was the fact that Ken Pontac and Warren Graff just looked up Sonic on Wikipedia and just started writing the story after that. What does a man do? Tell me, what does a man do when he knows writers for the past decade have just typed on Wikipedia? What does a man do? What does he do? What does he do? Oh, I am not kidding. That's actually how they've been writing the Sonic games for the past decade. They even said it themselves. Just said it like, yep, that's what we do. Wait, that's a bad thing? Like, seriously. So that's what Sonic fans realized nothing is likely to change. Like, after Forces and just a mediocre game that was Team Sonic Racing, we realized nothing's likely going to change. Until...
I mean, it was a great run.
Oh yeah, you betcha. When we first saw this in 2020, we were all looking at that interview and saying, "Oh yeah, this is happening!" We were all excited. The second that news came out, we all could not be more than happy. I mean, look how excited Ricardo got for this.
We're gonna jump the screen and celebrate!
I don't know why these fell in particular.
So, when we heard this news, the possibilities were endless, you could say. Even though we didn't care who at the moment who wrote the future games at that very minute though, as long as it wasn't these two, okay? That's all we cared about. But then later we started speculating. Who could it be? And started asking, like, who could be writing the future of Sonic games? And we all knew who we wanted. And that was Ian Flynn, the savior of the Sonic series when it comes to story. And that's what happened later down the line. It was confirmed Ian Flynn would be writing the next Sonic game, being Sonic Frontiers. And we all could not be happier at all. And that finally brings us up to where we are now, getting these new Sonic Frontiers story details about there being a somber tone and whatnot, as well as references to past games in a good way, and overall an enjoyable story for us longtime fans and new fans alike to enjoy. I mean, hey, listen, Ian is already pleasing us original fans. I mean, this lore being back at all, that's just all giving us good feelings as well. I mean, the story is being focused around the Chaos Emeralds again. That is just... that's awesome. Alright, we haven't had a story on the Chaos Emeralds since Sonic Generations, technically, but if you want to get real technical, Sonic Unleashed. That was the last time we ever saw anything about the Chaos Emeralds, and that's a problem. It's just really awesome. I mean, look at this 1 second clip here alone that they said is going to be a little short, they're going to release soon. I mean, that alone is awesome, seeing the Master Emerald back and Knuckles doing his job. Like, don't you just see that the canon's fixed? It's actually probably going to be fixed now, guys. So how do I think the story will be, you ask? Well, let's sum it up, because this video is already going to be longer than it needs to be. So, how do I think? Well, I definitely do think that the game story is definitely in the right hands, let me tell you. Like I said, the lore is back, and there's definitely no signs of problems from the 2010s when it comes to story in this game. But hearing and seeing all the great things that have come out about this game, like the looks of the trailers and the atmosphere and everything else that's just coming out about it, and who's working on it, I know we'll most likely have a great story and a great game waiting for us this holiday. I know that Ian's got this. He's written great stories for the comics, and I'm sure he'll do the games justice that they deserve. And that's pretty much all there is really to it, everybody. Like, when it comes to the story, we still don't know much about it. Like, we still don't know why Sonic's here. We still don't know, like, everything else. Like, we don't know, like, really, where is Eggman in this story? We don't know, like, you know, we still don't know. Like, we don't even know everybody who's in this game. Like, we're still not really sure. But that's not a problem. It's not a problem. We're still a couple months from release, but they gotta start getting this stuff out. Now, I mean, this could be one situation where I could be busy editing this video and they release the trailer. Please, Sega, don't do that. But this is a good thing to just take into, and I mean, pretty much I summed it up earlier. I think the story is going to be really good, and I know that example is very long and very long explanation. Not much of an explanation, but pretty much you can kind of get from what this majority of this video is being is that. Compared to what we used to get in the mid-2000s with good stories and 2010s, it just shows that we're on a good level balance again of getting a very good story and getting good ones again. You know? That's pretty much what the whole point of this video is how will the story of Frontiers be? It'll be pretty good. And I think that's overall summed up pretty well with this. And that is, now will it be on the same standard levels of something like Unleashed? It's hard to tell right now. But there's all signs pointing toward yes. A lot of signs are pointing toward yes, but there's some signs pointing to hold up a second. Now, I'm not sure. None of us are sure. But when the news comes out, it'll definitely be something to look forward to. And like I said, I definitely can think that we are definitely in for something great this holiday. Also, it's just Sonic. We're all gonna buy it anyways.